Hi, I'm Martin Matthews, the CEO of Brand Collective.
Caleb Brown, I'm the Chief Financial and Operating Officer here at Brand Collective.
So there's been a lot of activity in our brand portfolio across the last 12 months. I'll just highlight three of the bigger brands. Volley has been a brand that's been really interesting in that we have had a lot of opportunity but also a lot of frustration with one of our manufacturers in China letting us down over the last 12 to 18 months. And we've been working really hard to transition our factory to Vietnam. That product has just started to flow and it's allowed us to do a lot of very exciting collaborations for the brand. So starting with the official shoe for the Australian Open in January of this year, which was a massive success. We then rolled that into a product range designed to target the Pride market. So during the February Pride Festival in primarily New South Wales, we launched a significant range of shoes that have been incredibly successful. So our online business grew over 250% in the month of February on the prior year as a result of that new product. And coming up, we've got a really exciting program of products. So we're the official shoe of the Australian Olympic team for the July Tokyo Olympics. For shoes and socks, it's been an incredibly strong and consistent business for us in the kids' footwear game, and we made a significant investment this January back to school to launch an above-the-line campaign entitled the Fit Squad, and that's about celebrating the staff that we have and the fitting expertise that they have. And thirdly, Superdry has also been a mix of sort of frustration and excitement. Frustration because the brand itself has been underperforming now for 18 months, so some of you will have known that there are some global issues with the product and the brand health that we've been dealing with. The founder in the UK, Julian Dunkerton, has taken the business back over, and we're very confident that the product influence he's had will start to give us traction in our business more generally from the end of this year. But in the meantime, where we have had a lot of success is in taking the brand to New Zealand. The lack of product innovation is less of an issue in a new market, of course, because that market is seeing product for the first time. Our two New Zealand stores in Auckland and Queenstown have become our number 1 and 2 stores in the network in their first year of operation, which is an incredible outcome. We're very, very pleased with that. So the key segments of kids' premium footwear and our heritage footwear business are both performing very consistently. So our kids' premium business in particular in shoes and socks has been strong. We've got enormous growth from our online business this year as we really start to grow the share of that as a share of our retail business. And we've also been able to open stores in locations that the business hadn't previously operated. So lower grade demographic centres. In New South Wales, we've opened a store in Hornsby, and that's been very successful in its first few months. And we're starting to roll out to outlet locations as well for the shoes and socks business. So our heritage portfolio in footwear has been stable this year, and particularly pleasing is the performance of Hush Puppies, which has been consistent in our retail business and is actually in good growth now.
The retail sector, generally speaking, has been challenged, and there's no doubt that there's been a reduction in consumers' real discretionary income, which impacts our categories. Rental prices have been expensive and in some cases out of market. And compounding that, of course, has been the depreciation of the Australian dollar. And for those of us that import, in particular in US dollars, puts real challenges on margins and pressure on business models. The shining light, of course, is online, which continues to grow rapidly. And that's a key focus for our business.
So the key focuses for the business in the near term, it will be a difficult trading year with the dollar at a low point, putting a lot of pressure on our margins. So there will be a lot of focus for us on cost and efficiency. And as always, we'll continue to focus on developing our brands, giving our consumers what we want, because our long-term position is to be the strongest players in consolidating segments of the market. So we need to continue to invest in having the right product and the right offer to customers, as some of our competitors will go through difficult times, and we need to make sure we can get the market share gains in what is otherwise a difficult market in the medium term.